Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Living pain here. Tired, man. I know why, too. I'm coming off a big weekend, but I had a lot of salt and my body is retaining so much water. I weighed in today at the highest that I've been at that I can remember in a long, long time. I weighed in at 215.4 pounds. That is about 4 pounds heavier than I was about 3 days ago. And that is pure salt. If you saw what I was eating, even yesterday I had some of that Popeyes chicken, and that thing's loaded with salt, even though I didn't have the skin on it. Although it's good. Here's the irony though, is I feel thinner. I wake up, now, I shaved yesterday. Being a ex-triathlete, I'm used to shaving my legs and chest, stomach. Don't judge me. And it feels thinner. And even when I was like, if I was not on the scale right now, of course I'm talking a little quieter, it's early morning. If I wasn't on the scale right now, I would swear that I'm at my lowest. The scale too says right now my body fat is 27.3%. Body fat seems to be moving down. Weight's a little high, and I know what that is. It's retaining water, which means for the next 2 or 3 days, I am going to be tired. I woke up exhausted today. Thing that keeps going through my mind to change subjects is what I talked about a little bit last night, was this 7-day challenge, because I was thinking it'd be cool to kind of do some 7-day challenges. And my 7-day challenge that I was proposing potentially is doing a half Ironman training session for an entire week. And then the more I think about it, the more I'm like, if you're gonna do it a half and it's only 3-4 hours different than a full, why don't you just do a full Ironman training session? Just jump right into it and see if you can jump into doing one of your Ironman training sessions that you used to do when you were absolutely bonkers in trying to become qualified for Kona, which is the big Ironman on Hawaii, and you have to qualify for it and have beat out so many people. You know what my fear is? I actually am leaning towards doing the main Ironman one. My biggest fear, I have 2 things. Number one, which is the less of them, is I haven't been in the pool for, a long, long time. And I'm not worried about doing 4 to 6K swims if I had a week or 2 of training. So I'd want to get in the pool a bit and do maybe a week of swimming before. Like I've done biking, I've done running, done swimming. But the number one thing of why what bothers me the most of this is one of the bike rides. The long bike ride would be about 7 hours. And it's right here, my neck. I'm not sure that I can do 3 hours or 4 hours in the arrow with my neck up, or just my neck. I know when I first started this journey back only 3-4 months ago, I had a tough time with my neck, holding my neck up for like 1 hour. So now I'm thinking, okay, 7 hours, that's one thing. I think my legs can hold up. I know my will power can hold up. It's this neck thing here for 7 hours, because it would start being painful probably in hour 2, and then you'd have to ride it for 7 hours, and that could be painful. So that's the only thing those are the 2 things. The swimming one I can get over, and maybe what I need to do is go for a long bike, a 3-hour bike ride to test it out. With that said, just playing through, if that week would probably be 20, I'm thinking it would be a 20 to 22 hour week of training. So going from 1 hour a day to, which would be 7 hours in a week of, exercise, to 22 hours in 1 week, roughly, give or take an hour or 2. I don't know. We'll see. Look forward to your thoughts on that. Today, it's raining. And yeah, so I've got a run scheduled. I will run. It's just a matter of, will I be running in the light rain or the pouring rain or a combination? We'll see. You'll see. Place your bets. I got the run done. It didn't rain, although I'm soaked. It's always interesting in that when, I had a recovery day and my legs felt good. They were, a little bit, I don't know, it's hard to describe. They're kind of pumped and a little bit, almost feel rusty. And then once you start get going, you feel that strength. And this was the first time in a long time that I did a run that I actually could feel the thighs really working. It was good. I had a lot more spring in my step, and I was actually focusing on leg turnover. I haven't got to counting cadence yet. I'm not that serious. I used to be. You want to get, like 90 back and forth rotations. Had a good run, did 10.3 kilometers, averaged a 6:06 pace. Heart rate average was 129. And that's my best for sure, low heart rate training run. I think a big part of it too is it's nice and cool out. It's starting to get humid now, although it's nice running for a change where it's not super hot. Day is done. Let's jump to what I ate first, just right off the bat. So I had 2,240 calories. For breakfast, I had whey protein after my run, Egg McMuffin. For lunch, I had ramen noodles. I had the chicken breast skinless from Popeyes, leftovers. For dinner, I had homemade lasagna that Alice made that was awesome. As snacks, I had the bits and bites, a handful of peanuts, and 4 popsicles. And the popsicles, I normally have 3 of them. They are so damn good. My son Reed was actually looking for something. He had a sweet tooth. I said, hey, go for those popsicles. And he read the box and it said that they were organic. And he goes, I'm not really, it's not like we're big organic people. I don't taste the difference between an organic banana and a regular banana. Sorry, I know maybe I should. Organic's never, been a big thing for me. Anyway, I guess it's passed down to my son. And I said to him, no, they are really good. And the method to my madness is there's about 9 of them left, and I want him to like them, so he eats them, so I don't eat them. Didn't work this time, so it looks like I'm gonna have to do all the work myself. I was talking about this Ironman training for a week, and should I give it a shot? And I think I'm 99.999% sure I'm gonna do it. Before I do though, I am gonna prepare a little bit for it, not much. What I mean by that is I'm gonna head to the local pool once it opens at LA Fitness, and I'm gonna do a few swims just to kind of get the arms into it, because if I go right from zero, having not swam for over a year, and then start doing 4K swims or more, and back to back and speed work, I'm definitely gonna possibly injure myself, so I don't wanna do that. I know if I can get 2 or 3 swims in the pool, even 2,000 meters, that'll help. And then the other thing is I might do 1 or 2 longer bike rides just to see how my neck holds up in the arrow position. I don't know why I'm doing this. I think it's just a bit of it's a challenge, yes. And it's also one of those things that maybe I just want to rekindle some old memories to see what it was like. And back in the day, I was doing 16, 17-hour training weeks up to 20, 22, weeks at a time. If I was training for an Ironman, it could be as many as 20 weeks back to back to back to back to back. And I've always said the Ironman is not, doing the race is not the Ironman. The training is the Ironman. The race itself, I've always said, is the victory lap. So in a way, let's see how this plays out. I really want to mix it up and do some challenges. Starting tomorrow, I'm setting up a challenge for myself. You're welcome to join. I am going to do a 30-day, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 curls every day for 30 days. Work that kind of upper body and the core and see how that goes. The whole thing is as long as I do them throughout the day, they count. At the end of the day, if I have 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 curls, then I've done my job. I'm definitely going to have to start lower weight on the curls because I tried that before with heavy weight, being a superstar, and then I couldn't bend my arms for a while. Finally, I want to talk about my legs. I was talking about it earlier about, they have this rusty feeling and all that. And that wasn't the right word for it. The right word for it is growing pains. My legs feel like they are going through growing pains. I can actually feel the muscle separating. I can see almost on a daily basis my legs getting stronger, my calves getting stronger, more defined. Same with the upper legs. And they are, it's like, I'm not the Hulk, but you know how the Hulk would expand? That's what these feel like, that the muscles are just ripping apart. It's the coolest thing. So it is inflating, the muscles are coming back. So I didn't want to do this yet, but I'm going to do it. And the reason I didn't want to do what I'm going to explain is because it'll add weight. I have not taken any sort of supplements or anything like that in my training. And there's basically only 3 things that I take or I have taken in the past. One is whey protein, which I've started. The other is something, I think it's called glutamate, or you know what, I'm screwing it up, glutamate. Anyway, I'll show the picture of it tomorrow. And then the third thing is something called beta-alanine. And this stuff, beta-alanine, there's one other that I use for weightlifting, and it's got beta-alanine in it. And what it is it just puts, I don't know if it's more oxygen, or an older guy told me about it years ago, and he said, I took this stuff and now I'm riding with the young guys and all that. And it's weird because when you first start taking it, your whole body will start tingling. And then there's something else I take before weightlifting. I forget what it's called, C4 or something like that. And again, it just tingles your body but makes you really exert yourself. The issue with them all is retains water, you gain weight. I don't want to, but I'm also getting to this area right now where I'm feeling a bit like an athlete and I want to continue it. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. That's all I got for today. Over and out, living pain. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.